Hey guys, just want to do a quick homestead update on some projects that we have going on and some stuff we got started, and a little update on the cover crop. This is the iron clay peas. Doing okay. We finally got some rain this weekend. I don't know, while I'm talking here you might be able to hear a little bit of thunder in the background. It's fixing a storm here real soon. But these are doing okay. They're not doing as well as some other crops that we've planted in the past. They just didn't fill in like I wanted them to. And I think that was part of the 80% or less germination. There's a lot of bare spots, a lot of open spots, which I'm not super happy with. But overall, they're not doing too bad. Finally got some rain to start kicking them off here, so that's a good thing. I'll show you the sorghum Sudan grass. All right, this is a sorghum Sudan grass that we planted last week. Again, germination, not that fantastic. So far anyway. I did plant a second round over the weekend to try to fill in some of the bare spots. Let me get a little bit of a close-up. Now, I did cover these with a rake to get some soil on top of the seed, but we got a couple good heavy rains and they actually exposed the seed. Gotta get a close up here. I don't know if you can see the seed laying on top. So that definitely played a part in the not so great germination. But they still have some fairly good soil contact. So it shouldn't have done this bad with them, but I don't know. You guys tell me. We'll wait and see another week and see what that second planting does. But again, not that great. We've had sorghum Sudan grass planted before and it did much better than this. This is a different seed company that we used on both the iron clay peas and this. So maybe it's a bad batch of seeds, I don't know. So this is all the landscape fabric that we took out that was around the box gardens. We had those all around the box gardens to kind of keep the weeds down around the boxes so we can walk between them without getting, brushing up against weeds and stuff when we messed around in there. But what I plan on doing is on the sides here, I'm gonna take that landscape fabric and just kind of edge all the way around this garden to try to keep the grass from encroaching inside the garden. Hopefully that'll work. That'll be a project either this coming weekend or the next weekend. This is our lime tree. I believe it's a Persian lime. I wish I would have taken a video before we started plucking limes off this thing because it was absolutely loaded this year. We've probably used 9 or 10 of them on a key lime pie. Yes, I know this isn't a key lime, but they work really well for key lime pie recipes. My wife did a fantastic job on it. It's so delicious. But this thing is absolutely just loaded this year with limes. Super happy with it. But that's our lime tree we got. We also have a couple figs planted. I just stepped these up from a 1 gallon pot this weekend. These are from cuttings that I got from somebody online. I believe they are, they're Louisiana, maybe Louisiana Golds. I don't remember honestly. And the tag that I had in the pot wore off. It wasn't a great marker on there, I guess, and it wore off in a couple weeks. And I didn't write it down, unfortunately, but I believe they're Louisiana Golds. I'm not 100%. This one's not doing that great, but this one's doing really good. And this past week, we purchased a orange tree. This is a Hamlin orange. I believe it is the most cold tolerant of all oranges, but I'm not super positive on that. I think you can plant this all the way up to zone 7. There's the tag, Hamlin orange. This was a 5 gallon. I stepped it up this weekend to a 7 gallon because I don't plan on planting it in the ground this year. I'm not really sure where it's gonna go. I kind of want to do a hedgerow of citrus right here where I'm standing, but I'm not positive yet. And I want to get a little bit more growth on it before I stick it in the ground and get it a little bit more mature before it starts taking on the cold weather here. I know It is a cold hardy orange, but I'm always a little cautious because I have failed numerous times at growing citrus. I'm just not super great at it, but it's a good looking tree. It was like 60 bucks for a 5-gallon. So a little bit on the expensive side, I thought. But hopefully stepping it up and fertilizing it and babying it through the next few months. And I'll put it in the ground this spring. All right, so this is another project that I started this weekend. It is a garden sink. My wife has wanted a garden sink for some time now to wash off the vegetables when we harvest them and wash your hands off and garden tools and whatnot. But using the hose and bending down year after year, washing them off in buckets and, you know, laying them on the ground just got to be old and tiresome. So she wanted an outdoor garden sink, and someone gave us this sink. So decided to use it instead of buying a new one, obviously, and kind of came up with this little design. Hopefully it will work for us. Not 100% done with it yet. I have a few minor details to go, but it's not bad. I'll tell you this, show you underneath here. This drain I bought, I still have some tweaking to do. It's obviously off center, as you can see, but it's a simple drain. I bought this at Home Depot for 29 or 30 bucks. After having done a lot of PVC work and plumbing and doing P-traps and stuff, this product was really nice, really simple to use. A little bit pricey, I think, for what it is, but if you guys ever need to redo some plumbing under a sink or in your bathroom or your kitchen, really nice product. I highly recommend it. It's easy to work with. There are the pieces to it, but good quality and easy to adjust. We'll get this set this weekend, hopefully, and we're just gonna put a hose, hook a hose up to it. I don't want anything permanent to run permanent PVC to it because I know the way I am and I like to change things around, and I didn't want it to be a permanent place in the garden in case I wanted, you know, to do something different, plant something where this was or is going in the future. So I wanted to make it easy that I could pick it up with the tractor, stick the forks right there in the middle and pick it up with the tractor and then move it around and then just drag the hose with it. We're gonna put 2 by 8, probably by 4, maybe 4 foot long. We're gonna put legs on it, so if the wind catches that, and hopefully it won't push it over that way or forward. Hopefully some long legs on there will keep that from happening. But once we get it in place and get it evened out, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the legs in there. Now you guys can hear that thunder out there? We have got a storm brewing here in Florida. It sounds awesome. But that's it. That's what we have going on for a quick little update this week on the projects that we're doing, and we'll touch base soon.